gonna try to show some ways that I use these like almost every day. I don't exactly know like the wordage for what I'm about to describe, but basically we sit hunched over as truckers, right? Back is hunched over, but to get your arms back behind your head, you know, you're gonna stretch your lats and everything that pulls you forward. I've gotten really decent at these. Plus, I'm gonna do basically lat stretches with shoulder rotation. I don't know what the hell you call it. And then it's like a couch stretch, but like just for time. Like, I'm just gonna show some stuff that I do on the truck to give other people the idea of what to do. And all it takes is, like, for me, I did the pull-up bar. I mean, you could do this however, get creative. Enough talking, you know? Fucking, let's go. And sometimes the camera angle is gonna suck. I mean, I'm in the truck, there's not a lot of room. But basically I'll come forward like this, and I have that whole stretch where my arms are behind me. But this is one area that really like helped me almost advance my pull-ups and everything else. Is I'll lean forward into it and I'll just pull down to here. It's like the furthest range of motion. It's a small range. But it like, if you have super tight shoulders, like I still kind of do, you'll feel all this impingement up here on top, where you're like this and you're like just coming down to here. You'll feel the weakness. You'll feel the weakness and the tightness. It doesn't even want to, like, I'm doing it fluid and smooth, but when I first did these, like, I was like almost crying and sweating and in tears. It was just absolutely weak. But even here, like, I've gotten to the point where I've gotten some decent strength. And then these, I literally do these like every day. Like, I'm about to start driving, and this is kind of like a minimum effort to feel like driving for the day. And I'll have my feet all the way back to the bottom of the bunk. With these, I'll hook them around my wrist so my grip don't play a factor. I'll just lean into it. And this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna try to touch my pelvis to the floor. Because when I first did these, I was so weak I could barely get to like right here. But now I'm like all the way down deep. My shoulders can rotate while I'm here. Go back and forth, like. And then, see how I pulled myself up? I could not do like almost all of this shit. I would get down here and I would like get stuck and I'd have to, but now I can pull with confidence. Those muscles activate now. The strength is there. And to go deeper, you get your hands a little, so you can get a little more length. You can go even further, even more of a C shape. Damn. I'm just doing kind of a tutorial. I'm not really trying to get the stretch in. I'll do that off camera, but you can kind of just showing you, just whatever. And even from here, if you get flexible enough, it takes a while, but you can get to the point where your arms are completely behind you. I can't believe that I don't even hardly feel that anymore. Those are the main ones for doing the arms and lats and shit. Another one, let me take the air out of the seat. Another one, there's a armrest, right? And I've got them about even height. And in between stretching the lats, I'll turn my grip around, dig my hands in here, and do as deep of a pec and shoulder stretch as I can. But then on top of that, I'll activate my chest and push myself out of the bottom with tension. I'll try to draw my shoulders together, so I got tension going on there. And what, I don't know what that does exactly. Maybe like activating it allows more stretch. I don't really feel like doing that. But you're so deep and you try to activate and pull in without a whole range of motion of a push, you know? So you're kind of like shorty ranging it. The legs are next. The reason legs are important for truck driving, flexibility, it's simple. You sit like this with your knees up all the time. Knees over toes guide shows a hip flexor split squat where your hips all the way back, but he also showed a couch stretch where you're up against a wall. And this stuff is very beneficial because I don't have to leave the truck to do this. I can do it in the privacy of my truck. I can do it for hours, whatever, however tight you get. So if you're out there exercising, walking, running, pull-ups, push-ups, dips, squats, whatever, you get tight and there's no way to really recover from that, especially on a truck because it's such tight quarters. But this is one of the main ways. I put a blanket up against here because it's metal. It's smooth metal. And basically right here on your foot is real sensitive. So, and then I got a towel on the floor to keep my knee from just digging into the ground, soft on the knee. You put your foot back up against here, drop the knee down, and then you lunge forward. You lunge forward with that other leg, and you lean into it. Nah, it's not a good camera angle. There you go. Lean into it. And you just spend time there. And if you get really good, you can drive that knee back even further. Lean back into it. Use the seats and push into it. I'm kind of tight. I just stay here for a while. I watch videos, whatever. The other reason I put this up is because of how beneficial these things, just these ones, not bent over toe touches, not quad stretches, not lunges, whatever. Those are all exercise movements, but the lat stretch plus this has put me in a different mind frame. Like, I'm confident overexerting myself in other areas because I have the ability to stretch things that have never even been activated before. Just drive that knee back as far as you can. Kind of rotate, lean into it, whatever. Wherever you feel tight, just lean into it. And then you got the nice armrest to kind of assist you. I mean, it's a win-win-win out here, man. For these two to three things I'm showing you, you can't go wrong with this shit. And if you've never done any of this, it's gonna hurt. Just this leg right here, I mean, the tension and the tightness, it's incredible. Because it's equivalent to like being on your knees on the ground and then leaning all the way back flat. That's what it feels like. That's the amount of tension that's here. And these probably gave me the ability to do those. So I incorporate those in my exercise now. But that's it, man. That's all I wanted to go over.